So apparently what's happening is that this is not a legitimate police car. So these people are trying to arrest me. Sorry, let Dylan explain.
Call mom?
No, thank you.
You call your mom?
No. He's getting deported. So that guy is actually getting deported. Yeah, so the heavenly kids just want to spread misinformation and disinformation sometimes. So they just lie all the time because they don't want to know the truth. But that guy is getting deported just because he's an illegal immigrant. And the time right now is crucial because of the recent events that just unfolded today. I guess it's because Mexicans just keep bragging about to everyone in the Vietnamese community about how much they love my cousin Vun. And the reason why that's happening is because Vun is the youngest looking person in our community, in pretty much in the world, is what they're saying, is the youngest looking person in the world at her age. Okay, so what happened is that this whole entire event where Vun was like, cho 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 cho, look, that lady over there, she said I look like a 7-year-old girl. And then I took a look at her face, and then after that, I was like, wow, Vun, you're like how old? Like 22 years old, and you look like you're 7 years old. You're so cute. You're so pretty, Vun. And she just started laughing because she was so cute, and she knew, okay? And Vun, she looks younger than Linda, which is kind of the truth. So what happens is that Mexican kids, Mexican children, and Mexican adults would run around the Vietnamese community and probably the entire world. And then they will say things like, I love Vun. I love Vun so much. I just love Vun so much. You? I hate you. You're disgusting. You're disgusting to me. You'll never know how much I love Vun. I love Vun more than anything. I love Zui and I love Vun. Those are the two cutest people in their family. Okay? And we also like the name Minxie, but we won't tell you that because we don't like you. We, the Mexicans, love Vun so much. Okay? And then you will see a lot of like Mexicans coming around trying to name themselves like Louis Von like something. He stole that name. Okay, from us, from Vietnam. Okay? So what happened is that it led to such a big event that ICE deportation arrested an illegal immigrant in front of my house. And the reason why this happened is because Dark Pastel said, me, a kid, never. And that's just simply it. And the reason is because I like being an adult. I just simply like being an adult. I don't want to be a kid. I don't want to look like a kid. Okay? I want to be a full-grown adult. I want to be 30 years old. I want to be renowned as such. And I want to be treated as such. I don't want to be a kid. I don't want to be babied. I don't really want to sit at home all day and play video games. So why is he being let go? Okay, so what's happening is that guy actually does not work for ICE deportation. Okay? That's what Dylan said. So what's happening is that there's going to be a huge event. So they just let that gangster guy go. He was wearing like a Mexican handkerchief, a Mexican style handkerchief. He was wearing like, a gangster hat in front of my house, and he just made a deal with a police officer or something like that. So annoying. They keep doing that to me, dude. They just keep lying all fucking day. Sometimes they don't even know the fucking truth. And so what's happening is that I said, and then I pulled out all of the emo kids, because the emo kids are not pedophiles, okay? These whole entire like pedophilic, like, oh, you're like what, 32, 45 years old, and you're walking around telling everyone that you are a teenager, or like, you're like a kid or something. You identify as being as a little kid. That dang, dude, AI is crazy, dude. That like so anyways, what's happening is that oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted because they were just trying to get her to caused a lot of commotion, so I can't tell the story. So what happened is that they kept, the Mexican people kept on saying how much they love Vun. I love Vun more than anything. I really like Vun. I flirt with Vun a lot as a Mexican kid. You don't understand how much I like Vun. I flirt with Vun a lot. And after that, they're like, oh, it's because he's a pedophile. It's because he's a Mexican kid, and he's a pedophile, and he just likes her face. And so what's happening is that, yeah, they're forcing them to talk to distract us. And so what's happening is that they're just trying to steal her face and become a Mexican child with Vun's face, right? They don't care about Vun. They're just flirting with her to get on her good side so that they can rape her and then kill her off, right? So they can human sex traffic Vun and then steal her face, okay? And then kill her off when they successfully steal her face, okay? And walk around as Mexican Vun. And so I was like, oh, I'm not really a kid. I'm a full-grown adult. I will always be the older sister. And that's just who I am. I like being a workaholic. I like going to work. And I like being a provider. I like being, So they always do this thing with magic where they take the ideas out of my head and I don't remember what I'm going to say anymore. It's so annoying. I like being a provider. I like serving justice. I seek and serve justice. I work for the police. Okay? There's no such thing as going back to a kid as Dark Pastel, as Cho Nu-Win. Never, ever, ever. Cho Nu-Win will always be an adult. And that's just simply it. Cho Nu-Win is 30 years old, and she looks like a grown woman. Okay? The only thing about me is that God won't give me that tough, husky, female voice that I want. And I complain about that to Dylan a lot. But he told me that he likes me with like a younger voice. And the reason is just simply because I am a muggle. So I'm not allowed to act as tough as I want. Okay? But because I keep making adulthood look so cool. I make adulthood look so cool, and I make so many people want to man up. And so many girls and so many women want to grow up, that it essentially destroyed the pedophilic industry. And a lot of pedophiles realize that they are actually losers. Okay? And so because Dark Pastel destroyed the pedophilic industry, that they brought a police officer here to go to war with Dark Pastel, because she kept saying that she doesn't want to be a kid and that she's not jealous of their pedophilic ideologies. I don't care. I like grown adult men. Okay? I'm married to a man. I'm married to a 30-year-old man who works in corporate America. And not just one man, but several corporate American men. I'm married to Dylan. I'm married to Darian. I'm married to Cloud. I'm married to Bill Gates. Okay? And we hang out in corporate America. And we do high class, fancy, bourgeoisie things. Okay? And it's completely different from a child's lifestyle. Okay? And being a child in this world is not even that romanticized ever. Okay? It's always the corporate American world. So the reason why those guys came out with their police car, with the gangster with the police car, is because they kept saying, I love Vaughn more than anything because I love the fact that she has the youngest face in the world and everyone else is a piece of fucking shit because you're so old, dude. You're so fucking old, dude. How old are you? Damn, dude, you're so fucking old.
No more talking.
So that's what they're saying. Okay?
No more talking, please.
So that's what they're saying. So what's happening is that that's what they keep saying. Dude, they're so offended by how old you are, these pedophiles. Okay? And it's really offensive to corporate America, especially corporate American men. Okay? And so what's happening is that they just kept acting like that. Like, it was so offensive to Yahiko, this 14-year-old Mexican Japanese boy, that someone is 30 years old. It was so offensive to him. It was so disgustingly ugly to him that Zhao Yun and Kenshin were 30 years old. It was so disgusting to him that Darian and Dylan were 30 years old, that he kept running around town and complaining to everyone that they were 30 years old and not 14 years old. Okay? Extremely freaking weird. Okay? People grow up. And so what's happening is that they went to war with Dark Pastel because they knew through mind reading, they're like, oh, so Hugo Zhao Yun in a Fox Lovers Refreshers, he's 30 years old. He's 30 years old. He's about 30 years old. Okay? He's not 23 years old because that demon that's impersonating him is a pedophile. Okay? Really weird to do that. And then, so I was like, what? He's 30 years old? And then I got really turned on by that because that is the American standard for the corporate American boss. Okay? When I heard he was 30 years old, I knew he was the boss. I knew he was the right one. He was 30 years old. Okay? This whole entire debuting as corporate American boss just doesn't really happen at 25 years old, 21 years old, 19 years old. Never happens. Okay? Corporate American bosses always debut at 30 years old. So I got really, really turned on because I knew he was the one. He was the boss. Okay? And that is like top secret. Okay? You guys won't get to see it. I just got the news from like corporate American men. Yeah, so that guy's actually 30 years old. He works for Microsoft, but not just Microsoft. He works on a greater level than just Microsoft. And we'll just keep it at that. So because Dark Pastel kept saying, ew, you're a pedophile? I'm not into little boys. I'm not attracted to little boys. Can you stop trying to make me jealous? It's not gonna work. And so because Dark Pastel, okay, successfully destroyed the pedophilic industry with the emo punk community and with a couple of other people of high statuses, that Mexican men are trying to arrest me, and that they parked their police car and had gangsters who were affiliated with the police stand in front of my building and go to war with me because we proved that Mexican men and Japanese men are disgusting pedophiles who are short round kings who refuse to grow up and get a job. And we keep saying things like, dude, like there was this Mexican guy who was trying to come by in front of my whatever, right? And he was short and he was round. He was round. And he was Mexican. Okay, he was short and he was round. And I looked at him and I said, that guy is so disgustingly evil. That guy is so evil, and you know, because he's short and he's round. But on top of that, it's because he's short as a man, okay? And you have the capability at one point to create your own character and who you are, okay? From God, okay? So that guy chose to be a short man because he wanted to be babied as an adult, okay? And so people started spreading the news and they started saying that. So that guy, that short man, is disgustingly evil. Okay, he is aberrant. He is abhorrent. That man. Okay, you should never, ever, ever trust a man who's shorter than everyone else. You should never trust a man who is like shorter than the standard, smaller than the standard, super fucking evil, self-absorbed. They want all of the attention in the world. They want to be worshipped. They want to be babied. They want to be taken care of. They don't want to grow up and be a provider. They don't want to provide for themselves. They want to be provided for. And so what's happening is that those Mexican guys are trying to go to war with me, okay? So that's why you saw the police car here today. It was because I always say, me, a kid, never. Dark Pastel is a grown adult woman. And that is it, okay? And yeah, that's it. They're just mad at me because I'm just saying, oh, I'm not attracted to little kids. I'm attracted to being an adult. And that's it. Anyway, anything else, Dylan? So Dylan said that the reason why they left is because he and Lucifer and Cloud and Alex and Bill Gates told them to leave. And if they don't leave, then they will have an actual police shootout. They will actually have a police shootout in this parking lot. And they don't want Dark Pastel to catch on video Mexican policemen getting shot on camera and then proving that deportation is happening. Okay? Anything else? And that's about it. So, yeah, you guys, long story short, 1, Mexican people keep saying how much they love Van. Okay? 2, Dark Pastel and everyone who looks older than Van is a disgusting old piece of shit. You will never compare to how great Van is. 3, Dark Pastel says, me, a kid, never. 4, the Mexican police come to arrest Dark Pastel for resisting the charm of pedophilia. And that's it. Those are the 3 points in this video. 21 minutes, 47 seconds. That's it. Done. Bye.